Yep.
Honestly, I think that the greatest match we can hope for right now is going to be John Jones versus Stipe. I think.
Really?
You
Oh
better get
yeah.
through some bangers, though.
I think that you could put John Jones against Francis Ngannou, and is
Walk right through
great
that.
as that sounds on paper. I think John could easily wear him down,
Yeah.
handle him. I think, but Stipe is an accomplished wrestler. He's a firefighter. He's got the endurance, I think, and he's got the height. So John Jones is, I think, 6'6", 6'7", and Stipe 6'4". Similar reach. Um, you know, both good wrestlers. I think that John Jones and Stipe make the best matchup possible. Although I would like to see John Jones against most heavyweights, because I just, for my own sick, twisted benefit, I would like to see John Jones versus Alistair Overeem, because that would be fucking awesome.
Well, the heavyweights are exciting in that any one punch can take
Exactly.
anybody out. Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Any one punch, if you connect, you're going down. What I like about the light heavyweight so much is that there's that level of technique. Sorry about my dog. I apologize. There's that level of technique that you still have to maintain in order to really maintain that elite status. You can't just be giant and have a giant fist and you're a really good boxer and one thing takes you out. In the light heavyweight, you have to maintain really a balance. So I personally like seeing John Jones in the light heavyweight. So going back to Donajay or whatever, Israel Donajay, I think that's my preferred match because it's a more well-rounded match that I think John could do well in, but it would be a great surprise to see Israel take him out.
John walks around at like 220, 225 at a normal weight. That's the only reason I'm hesitant on the Israel match, because Israel probably walks around at like 200. So even if they're not cutting weight, they're still 30 pounds apart, and that's where I'm like, as much as I would love that match, because I love both fighters stylistically, I think they're both the best at their weight. Against each other, I still feel like John would get that advantage just because he's so much taller and has that reach advantage. But I mean, I could be totally wrong. But
You also got to give him a tune-up fight at heavyweight too. You can't throw him against.
I think Rosenstrike would be the best. I think I said that. Yeah.
Because here's the top 5. This is with DC retired: Francis Ngannou, Curtis Blades, Yair Rosenstrike, and Derek Lewis, and Alistair Overeem.
So Lewis and Ngannou are fighting. No, not Blades. Yeah. Lewis and Blades are already fighting each other.
Correct.
Ngannou is going to fight Stipe, and then so that leaves. Then that's what I said. So if Rosenstrike and John Jones makes the most sense, and that's the guy who just beat this last weekend. He beat
Junior Dos Santos.
Yes, and I think that'd be a great match because that's a bigger wrestler. So let's see.
Essentially, an undefeated wrestler against the one loss. Because Yair's was to Francis, and that freak 50-second knockout.
It's a perfect match for John Jones at heavyweight.
Is he?
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
Brian.
Don't invite me to your career day.